say they can take it off. We'll say that they take it off.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, they take out one of those, and then they. Which is what you meant.
Yeah, yeah, what about 9 hours? And in case you goes back.
Oh, was it? I thought it was.
You know, it's in the.
All right. I call this meeting to order. The first thing we need to consider is the approval of the minutes of August the 5th, 2019. I hope you've all had a chance to read them. And have you seen anything that needs correcting or changing?
Nothing jumped out at me. I don't know
Me
anything
neither.
else.
If
It's hard
not,
to remember that far.
Yes, I make a motion, we accept the minutes. as
Thank
is.
you. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor state aye, please.
Aye.
Opposed? Nay. Thank you very much. Now we will consider the certificate of appropriateness for property located at 601 East Main, COA-2019-013.
Chairman, this is for, we all know it as Nine Flags Coffee, at 601 East Main. And it's a sign request, but it's a different kind of sign request than you've seen before. So we included a little bit more information than we normally do for signs. The applicant is requesting to place 2 signs on the roof of the building made out of PVC pipe measuring 18 feet long, 6 feet deep, and 4 feet tall. There is a photo that we'll get to, and it's included in your packet, that is not to scale. We put it on there to make sure you knew it wasn't to scale, but to try to give you an idea of where he was wanting to put them, because it took staff a few minutes to figure it out. So these signs are going to be proposed to be placed on the roof, held down with sandbags, and will be 18 feet, cover 18 feet of a 28-foot long facade. That gives you a little bit better idea. We have included the sign guidelines in your packet, which is chapter 10. The sign qualifies as a tall freestanding sign which can visually overpower buildings. Typically when you see tall freestanding signs, they're mounted on the sidewalk or in the driveway. So this one is a different one altogether, mounted to the roof. So just to go over the photos with you, you can see on there, this is the one that is not to scale, but to give you an idea of where it would be placed, and a matching one on the west end. There's the building location, and that is a drawing provided by the applicant. So Chairman, that's all staff has. I'd be happy to answer any questions from the commission, and the applicant is here as well.
I have a question. I assume in the photograph, the white area is just so that we can see the
It is.
sign. I mean, it doesn't have a back, does it?
No, ma'am. That we took a photo of the building and cropped this image here and stuck it on top of the building. So we are fairly limited in our technology abilities. You know, we don't have Photoshop to go in and color it out. So I know it looks a little odd, but we were just trying to give you a reference as to where it was going to be, and not having you judge the applicant on this photo. That's why we were making sure you knew.
Understood.
Questions? Comments?
Well, I guess staff must have done a good job of figuring it out, because it seemed clear to me, so I appreciate their work.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, considering that in the guidelines, that tall freestanding signs, and especially signs that are above the level of facade, don't seem to be appropriate signs according to the city guidelines. I don't see how this sign qualifies.
I would second that. We've had other signs in the past that were gonna be up above and over the facade of the building, and it came up to the same thing, that visually overpowering. So I would agree.
The item that Dr. Beisel is referencing was one that was a cup of coffee, with the steam, and that was going to protrude above the facade of a building in the downtown district. That's the only other case that I've found that had a similar sign protruding above the building.
Well, the guidelines are clear.
Well, it's not our job to be the pretty police.
That is correct.
But, if we do feel that these signs, the one on the west and the one on the east, would be inappropriate, I think we need to talk about it, or someone needs to make a motion.
I'll make a motion, that COA 2019-013, is denied because it does not meet, chapter 10 of the sign guidelines, with regards to type and size and location.
Thank you. Do I hear a second to that?
I second.
Thank you. All in favor of denying this sign, state aye, please.
Aye.
Opposed to the denial, state nay, please. Thank you. What do we do now?
Next agenda item.
Okay, it is denied. I hope that, we won't inconvenience the owner. I hope that he figures out another method, because I know signage is important.
We will visit with the owner after.
Good, thank you. Now, we're supposed to learn about the historic restoration grant.
Yes, so we are starting our next round soon. The letters went out to approximately 280 property owners today, just saying, hey, we have this program available. You own a property in the historic overlay, so you're eligible. So a couple of you will get those soon. And so just to provide some of our newer members a little background, the Historic Restoration Grant Program is available to anyone who owns a building in the historic overlay or individually designated overlay properties, and it's a reimbursement grant that allows people to do regular maintenance or larger projects on the exterior of their building and get money back. So it's a great program to have. Each year we ask the City Council to give us $25,000 to grant to people, and so that goes before council in November. And so the numbers you see here are a little confusing. The 49,000 number is what we have promised to people so far. This, obviously, it's more than 25,000. Every year, some people default. That means that they don't get it done in time, or they just don't do it all. So that money stays in the pot, so to speak. And so last year we had a lot of money, and so we had 5 applicants, and everyone got 50%, which is the maximum. So some of the projects that you see, they were big projects. One of them is the Gauls Cafe downtown, and so that was obviously a total gut of that building, and so the exterior renovations were eligible for reimbursement, and so they took advantage. Bless you. And so they haven't turned in their receipts yet, but basically when you finish your project, you turn in all your paperwork to me. I try to make sense of it, and there's a process of sending it to finance and getting all that squared away. Michael has done this program multiple times, and so I'm sure he would sing its praises. But anyway, it's very exciting. I really enjoy looking at all the projects, and it's nice to give people money. So anyway, back to this. So these are the projects that are currently in the cycle. So for 2018, 2019, 2 of them have extensions now, and so we'll, take care of those as they come in. But for the next cycle, those applications are due October 17th. And so, so we'll wait on those to come in, and the way that they're scored, the way that we figure out how much money everyone will get is based not at all on opinion, but on certain criteria, like have you gotten a grant before? Is it a public building? Is it is it registered through on the state register? So just facts rather than, well, we really like this building and we want to give it more money. So the way that it's scored is really smart. And so if none of the current projects default, then we should have about $38,000 to grant to people, and also if we get that $25,000 from City Council, which yeah, so that'll be a good amount of money, and it all depends on how many grant applicants we get, how much money we can give out. So we sort of roll with it as it comes in. So any questions on any of that? Okay, so tell your friends. It's great, and it's easy. It's an easy process, and we help you through it. If you want to benefit from that. So that is it.
It's a one-page application. Easy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Are we expecting all of the ones that don't have extensions to come in?
So
Reimbursed?
they also got 30-day reminders today, and they had 80-day reminders 50 days ago. And so let's see, 1801 North and Gall's Cafe. Yeah, they haven't reached out citing any problems. So I hope not, but yeah, we'll just wait on them to get with us. So obviously Gall's Cafe has done the work. I haven't. 1801 North is the law firm. What is it? It's yeah, Blunt House, and so it's sort of set off from the road. They had a lot of just deferred maintenance, rotten wood, and things like that. So I can't really tell from the road, but they haven't gotten in touch yet. So hopefully they did all that. Any questions? Okay, wonderful.
Wally would get back from Nova Scotia or wherever the heck he is.
Colorado, Oregon, around. Yep.
Okay, well, I think that we are ended and adjourned.
Good job, Chair.
Good job.
Well, that's the,
I will definitely have a mock-up coloring for the next meeting. Make sure
The old blank
it goes on
house.
the agenda.
I'll make
so
a
it's
note.
all
Yeah.
official.
I'll make a note.
Somebody yeah, I have no idea.
Hey, somebody,
I know that's
somebody.
Russell Smith. That's
okay, sure. I just don't, I know that means so. It's like,
And
but I know there's like
plan a
8 of the names of the
software
signs.
Right,
where
right.
I can take pictures.
So-and-so.